Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today for a pretty exciting video. I mean, I'm going to react to the top 30 Australian songs of all time. All time. I'm very excited for this. I have reacted to some top songs from like the 80s in Australia. I need to do more of those. Those are very interesting always, but this is all time. I'm still just shocked that AC/DC is an Australian band. But, okay, Solitude. Link down below. Check them out. Let's do it. Let's see if you got... I mean, this is kind of controversial. Top 30 of all time? It's going to be a controversial list. Not everybody's going to agree. But let's see.
Australia has produced some great songs in contemporary music over the years, whether that be the biggest chart-topping hits or songs that perfectly embody Australian culture. This list counts down what I believe to be the top 30 Australian songs of all time. I'm only including one song per artist, and it's just contemporary music, so no waltzing Matildas. Feel free to comment your agreements or disagreements below. Let's get into the list. Number 30, Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
This is already blowing my mind. I'm like, I feel so stupid.
By Jet.
That's an Australian singing that song? It's an iconic song. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know the band name Jet. But I know the song.
One of the biggest indie rock hits of the 2000s. This song was smashed all over Hollywood movies, TV shows, and advertisements.
Yeah, I feel like it's still played in ads today. It's just the perfect song for an ad for some reason.
On release. Who could...
Well, I guess the reason is, I really want to make you mine. Blah, blah, blah. You know, good for an ad.
Get those iPod commercials. Number 29, Prisoner of Society by The Living End.
Don't know it. I like it though.
The Australian punk rock anthem from the 90s. This song burst The Living End into the spotlight all around the world upon release. The song was voted...
I'm surprised I never heard it.
...in at 34 in Triple J's Hottest 100 of all time in 2009.
It is a song from a better time, I feel like, and I'm sorry to anybody, you know, the younger crowd who's listening, but back before all the production and auto-tune and crap today, and back when bands were actually popular.
Number 28, Riptide by Vance Joy.
It was just kind of a better time. I never thought about where that dude is from, but I would have thought he was like British.
A more recent...
Or American. Why does the Australian accent just sometimes not come out through the music?
Vance Joy struck commercial gold with this ukulele bop, which caught the hearts of many music fans worldwide, charting
this song was huge
in multiple countries and reaching 9 times platinum in Australia. Number 27, The Less I Know The Better by Tame Impala.
I don't know it, but I like it.
Kevin Parker hit mainstream success with this disco rock hit that went viral on TikTok and was voted the #1 song.
TikTok in 2015? Is TikTok that old?
Of the 2010s by Triple J listeners. Number 26, The Nosebleed Section by Hilltop Hoods. Undoubtedly the biggest hip-hop song to come out of Australia. Aussies voted this song in at 17 on Triple J's Hottest 100 of all time in 2009.
How do I not know this? Wait, play it again. That sounded so early 2000s or 90s.
Rock hit that Triple J. Number 26, The Nosebleed Section. Hilltop Hoods. Undoubtedly the biggest hip-hop song to come out of Australia.
Oh man, they look like fun.
Aussies voted this song in at 17.
They're doing the Ray Gun Hop.
On Triple J's Hottest 100 of all time in 2009. The highest rated Australian song on that list.
Wow.
Number 25, I Touch Myself by The Diviners.
Australian bands are huge. Huge. Like all throughout the eras. My God, I had no idea. The Divinals. I mean, that's an iconic song. That's so funny. It's just so funny to me that all this nostalgic old music is actually Australian that I've heard my whole life. Somehow I don't know that. Do we even make any music over here in America, or is it all from Australia? And I just don't know that.
Aussie 80s classic. This song propelled the Divinals into superstardom with its ultra catchy but cheeky chorus. It still reminds me mostly of Austin Powers killing fembots with his mojo though. Number 24, The Horses by Daryl Braithwaite.
I don't know it.
A guilty pleasure for many.
Kind of sounds like, I don't know, like church music.
A guilty pleasure for many Aussies, young and old. The cover version of this song, Horses, yes, it's actually a cover, went massive in the early 90s and saw a recent resurgence in modern meme culture for its amazing chorus. Number 23, Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue.
I just can't believe it. Song after song are these iconic songs that I had no idea are Australian.
You literally can't get this song out of your head. This Kylie hit went massive all over the world.
You guys must have a huge music industry down under. A lot of like record producers and stuff, I guess.
Platinum status in many countries. It's often remembered for its catchy
It's a bunch of miners and record producers in Australia.
and Kylie's risque outfit in the music video. Number 22, Under the Milky Way by The Church.
I've heard it.
An Aussie alt-rock classic. The Church launched themselves back into the spotlight when they released this hit. It has enjoyed underground success for many years, especially after its inclusion in the cult classic movie Donnie Darko.
Oh, that's where I've heard it. Nice. I was going to say, this is not a popular song, but I love Donnie Darko. I've seen it 3 times.
Number 21, Into My Arms by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. A beautiful piano ballad, Nick Cave put his whole heart into this song. It's mostly stayed as a more underappreciated song.
I don't know it.
But alternative music fans adore this song worldwide. Number 20, Tomorrow.
I don't know if I would say that sounded alternative.
By Silverchair.
Where are these kind of bands today? Can anybody tell me where they are?
A song written by a bunch of 14-year-old kids doesn't normally sound like it would be respected, but Silverchair proved age was no barrier when their debut single went massive all over the world in the 90s grunge boom.
Wow.
Number 19, Somebody That I Used
That's sick.
to Know.
Biggest song like of all time?
By Gotye featuring Kimbra.
Okay, that is not normally what he looks like. I feel like. What a weird story this song is, you know? The whole the story behind him and the song, and he kind of like didn't like the fame, and it's kind of like the guy who made Flappy Bird. He said, "F this, I'm going back underground. I don't like you people." This song was just so big. I wouldn't have thought a song could get that big.
Gotye
And what a random song to do it. It's a good song. I mean, it's been so overplayed that I can't even tell how good it is anymore. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good.
Struck gold with this art pop song that was the biggest song in the world in the early 2010s. Its incredibly unique but catchy sound won Gotye a Grammy.
The music video was also interesting and part of its hype.
And left a lasting legacy that he has never even given an addition to. Number 18, To Her Door by Paul Kelly.
Paul Kelly. I don't like it, but any Paul Kelly song I can hear and be like, okay. Did I say I don't like it? I meant I don't know it. I do like it.
Australia's greatest storyteller.
My stupid headphones are like, this ear's cutting out, guys. That doesn't work when you're listening to music.
Needs to be in here, and this song,
back.
which is his most dramatic but beautiful story, is arguably his most recognizable. I could have maybe gone with How to Make Gravy or Dumb Things Too.
I was gonna say, for me, it's who's gonna make the gravy?
Number 17,
Right,
Don't Dream It's Over by
Don't Dream It's Over, Crowded House.
Crowded House.
Don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes to.
No, I'm not saying they're a New Zealand band, okay? Arguably, this is Crowded House's biggest hit, especially overseas.
What an iconic song.
They had some other big
Yeah.
hits in Australia too, with Better Be Home Soon and Weather With You. Number 16, Reckless by Australian Call.
Don't be so reckless. Roll down your gun.
Can anyone work out what James Rain is saying in the song? No? Oh well. It still sounds great anyway.
Never heard it.
Beautiful ballad from one of the biggest pub rock bands of the 80s in Australia. Number 15, Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again by The Angels.
Describe you clearly, but the sky began to fall. Am I ever gonna see your face again?
Now for arguably the biggest pub rock hit, this
I don't know if I've heard this.
song was a 10 out of 10 for crowd interaction that is still enjoyed by many Aussies to this day. Wait, so you're saying this only came in at 15? Number 14, These Days by Powderfinger.
I need to listen to that one, I think.
Another band with a disputable
Like the guitar.
biggest song, I have to go with These Days over My Happiness. They were both massive hits for the Finger back in the day, but 21 in the hottest 100 of all time is no mean feat for These Days. Number
I don't know it.
13,
Once again.
Throw Your Arms Around Me by Hunters and Collectors.
So shed your skin, let's get started. You was wrong.
I don't know it.
Your arms around me.
Grab your guitar, pull out the marshmallows around the campfire, and get ready to sing along to this chorus. Hunters and Collectors made an undying classic with this love ballad in the 80s. Number 12, Never Tear Us Apart by In Excess.
You were there. Too well, too loud. And they never tear us apart.
One of Australia's greatest exports of all time, it's once again the ballad that I'm going to have to go with as their biggest song. This one went
I know that one.
big all over the world.
I'm like, man, I haven't heard it in such a long time. But I know it.
But is slowly getting bought out by the Port Adelaide Football Club. Number 11, Treaty by Yofu Gundi.
I'm just curious about this warning. I know it said something about Indigenous people on screen. I was just curious what exactly it said. Culture warning. Deceased Indigenous person on screen.
Number 11,
Gotcha.
Treaty.
Wonder who that is.
An Indigenous Australian classic. I'm not sure if I'm counting the original or the remix, or maybe just both. It's a beautiful story of Australian Indigenous culture and an instant classic. Number 10, Friday on My Mind by The Easy Beats.
Sure it's not the Beatles?
Mind. By
Man, I love the 60s and just the look, the way they acted. Look at the way he stands there. It's always the guy with the guitar. He stands there like a mannequin. Only his fingers move. Like, what on earth? And then the dude is just cheesing. They all act so much more real and natural, I feel like, other than the guy with the guitar standing there like a mannequin. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know. There's just something about... They don't act like they're on camera, you know? It looks like they're actually just having fun back then. They're not like, oh my god, this is gonna get so many views on Instagram.
arguably the first Australian rock and roll stars, this is the Easy Beats' most recognisable song. A super catchy chorus and a very creative guitar riff for its time. No one in Australia would say they have never heard this. Number 9, Beds Are Burning by Midnight Oil.
Okay, I was wondering where it would be.
The Oil's biggest hit
Look at the passion.
all around the world, with a poignant message about Australian Indigenous culture. The time has come to put this song in the list, and it definitely has to be in the top 10. Number 8,
Oh man, what are the top 8 gonna be?
Solid Rock by Gotye.
Interesting, more Indigenous people playing the didgeridoo. It's cool to incorporate the didgeridoo on there, on a track.
Another
I guess you better do it in a respectful way though, huh?
beautiful story that meshes Indigenous Australian culture with contemporary music. This song is mostly only recognised by Australians, but for its cultural impact,
Yeah, I don't know this song.
it deserves to be this high. Number 7, Youre The Voice by John Farnham. Another comeback is brewing. Farnsey came back with a bang when he released Youre The Voice, and it went pretty big all over the world. This song is one of the most endeared Australian songs for big crowds and events.
That's one of those I feel like I've heard it one time.
Number 6, Sounds
It's
of
pretty badass though.
Then by Ganga Jam.
And the humidity we breathe. We watch the lightning crack over green fields. Laugh and think, this is Australia.
It's hard to pinpoint what makes this song so great, but I think it's undeniable that this beautiful poetic description of Australian culture by Ganga Jang would be part of the reason. Number 5, Working Class Man by Jimmy Barnes. Lower middle class Aussie battlers will be cheering to see this one up so high. Jimmy Barnes launched his Australian solo career to new heights when his power ballad came out in the 80s and is still a staple in pubs in the suburbs. Number 4, Great Southern Land by
I've heard that song. Oh, Great Southern Land, of course, of course, of course.
Ice House.
I'm having too much fun just watching this video, to be honest.
Another song that is able to describe Australian culture in a beautiful poetic way. This song is often used to usher in Australian sports teams passing through the gates of an epic
One of those songs, huh?
intro to an Aussie event. Number 3,
Yeah.
It's a Long Way to the Top by AC/DC.
It just blows my mind that's an Australian band. I mean, it's a staple in American rock and roll. AC/DC. Holy crap. It'd be like if you told me the Beatles were British.
Australia's greatest exports, with probably their biggest song. Long Way to the Top is a staple for classic rock fans all over the world, and it's instantly recognisable as soon as you hear the opening guitar chug. Number 2,
Great song.
Down Under by Men at Work.
See, now this song, at least by its name, instantly everybody knows it's an Australian song. Even though their accent doesn't really come out in it either. But it's a classic Australian song. What is number one gonna be? I would have thought maybe this. I am, you are. No, but that's not like a big Australian song.
This song went massive all over the world
Iconic song.
in the 80s when Australia won the America's Cup. Many people will sing this song when referring to an Aussie person, and it's strongly embedded in Australian culture. Okay. Just before we reveal the number one, I wanted to go over some honourable mentions. Couldn't fit them all in this top 30 obviously, and there are some amazing Australian songs that I wanted to add. Check them out in this list here.
Alright.
Number one, K-San by Cold Chisel.
This guy again. Okay, I've never heard number one in my life. What the heck? Way down in Sydney. Okay.
Usually regarded
I can't believe I've never heard it.
as the greatest Australian song of all time. K-San was voted in at number one by Triple M listeners in their Best Australian Song Countdown.
Well, shit, I need to go listen to the whole song.
It's an incredible story of a Vietnam War veteran dealing with his return to civilization. Thanks for checking out this video.
That was awesome. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for me, number one is Who's Gonna Make the Gravy? I bet it won't taste the same. Should be renamed my personal top 30 Australian song. Definitely not 30 songs of all time. Oh! I mean, yeah. How can you make an objective top 30 of all time? I'm not sure. Maybe it would have to be the top selling or top played or something. No Little River Band on top 30 is criminal! Yeah, I should make my list. It's just how to make gravy 30 times. Thank you for watching, guys. That was really entertaining. Go check out Solitude channel, link down below. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.